Our project was titled Communication in the Workplace. This presentation will cover an introduction of our group members, the purpose of our study, how we completed our study, a discussion of our results, and finally we will discuss the conclusions that we gathered from completing this project.
My name is Chloe Blesh. I'm a physics major here at NC State and I'm a senior.
This is Michael Landa, junior in industrial engineering.
This is Henry Faros, junior in mechanical engineering.
Hi, my name is Kelly Jones and I'm a junior in mechanical engineering. The purpose of this project was to gain knowledge on communication practices in the workplace by interviewing a professional in a particular field. For this project, our group chose an interviewee in the engineering field. Each group was tasked with asking a professional the exact same 5 questions, as well as 3 additional student design questions related to their interests. This study allowed us to determine the current methods of communication in the engineering workplace and compare them with common communication practices in the engineering field as seen in CIW reports. This study also helped us identify effective communication practices and why they are important. This presentation is intended to discuss our findings and decipher what it all means.
The interviewee chosen for this project was Jonathan Faros. He has a bachelor's science degree in mechanical engineering, and he's a design engineer for UTC Aerospace Systems and has been in this profession for 32 years. He works with the design engineers who know how the entire system will be put together. He's responsible for creating the tooling to build the products, engineering how it will be configured, primed and painted, and supported. Some of the projects he works on include concave mirror assemblies for use in optics with satellites, laser warning detectors for helicopters, and other electrical optical assemblies. The approach to obtaining this data first started off with many different readings on the effectiveness of communication in the workplace and techniques of conducting interviews. Then an interviewee was chosen based on our interests as a group and our connection with professionals who handle communication on a day-to-day basis in the workplace. Our group wanted to choose someone with substantial experience on communication in the workplace and who could be easily contacted and interviewed. Jonathan Faros, a manufacturing engineer, was chosen as the interviewee for this study. He is related to one of our group members, so contacting him and setting up a time for the interview was done pretty quickly and face-to-face, giving our group enough time to write up questions to ask in the interview and being able to prepare for collecting the data. During the interview, the pre-written questions were asked by one of our group members. These questions were based on Faros' day-to-day work, his projects, and different papers written, and his experience with communication in the workplace. This information given by Faros was recorded and analyzed in this project.
Faros told us about manufacturing operation sheets, which are 30 to 60 page Word documents of instructions on how to build hardware. After the project summary, documents become more of a list with tabulated steps. Quality control personnel may have to sign off on certain spots, and pictures and CAD models are throughout. He notes that although those documents are lengthy, they try to make them as short as possible. Faros writes about 4 to 6 MOSs a year. MOSs are for technicians and assemblers who are building the tooling or flight hardware. The MOS also provides the documentation and verification that UTC is building the product the way it should be and how the customer wants it. Faros said that he learned to write MOSs and his other technical writings from on-the-job experience. He told us technical writing in regular English classes has helped him structure better and that you want to be clear and concise. Using too many words makes things hard to follow. When discussing the progression of technology, Faros went into detail about how the entire process of engineering has become very self-sufficient. Years ago, there would be multiple people, one for writing, one for proofreading, one for modeling, etc. With faster computer power, more models can be generated and included for clarity. When sharing documents, email and online servers are used in combination. He explained that attachments are not sent in email, but instead they send a hyperlink of an uploaded document that is in the server. This limits bandwidth and decreases security threats.
We asked Faros to describe any examples of consequences of effective or ineffective writing within United Technologies Corporation.
Well, it's just a matter of how efficiently it gets run. In the end, you're gonna get the job done. A bad document might later hurt you when you try to go back and review what you did.
A good document is going to be easier to follow when the technicians are actually fabricating the product, so the more concise the document is, the less questions there will be later. He explained that the best type of communication in his workplace is brief and punctual. He told us that face-to-face discussion is the best. When the interviewee was asked if he ever has to communicate with people from other countries, he explained that he doesn't, and is most likely not even allowed to due to security reasons. He expanded to say that most communication is with people who are technically focused. However, that doesn't mean that they are all necessarily engineers. He communicates with non-engineers all the time. Nearly everyone at United Technologies Corporation has technical knowledge, which allows for smooth communication.
In conclusion, I think it is important to highlight the inconsistencies between our expectations and the reality of communication in the workplace. As a group, we anticipated our interviewee to mainly focus on the formalities and technical documents used when communicating in the workplace. But rather, he expressed the importance and relevance of quick and efficient communication. Even though Feroz relayed the significance of the MOS reports, he conveyed that informal communication is much more common and in many cases more valuable. We were also very surprised with the importance and communication of quality control. Obviously, parts need to be inspected and within tolerance, but furthermore, witnesses, signatures, and stamps are needed to communicate that. Feroz confirmed that the best communication is face-to-face. Feroz spent to 10 less time writing technical documents and approximately the same time using email as other engineers in the CIW research. It is important to mention that the results and analyzation of them only represent the expectations and experiences of a single engineer. That being said, comparing and contrasting the CIW was difficult. This really made us realize and understand the breadth of the engineering field and communication within it. Although the CIW and Feroz agreed on one important fact, that writing quality and efficiency are essential to job performance. In today's workplace, personal communications is one of the most valued skills. Efficient communication skills separate job seekers and employees alike from their peers, leading to better opportunities. Throughout our research, we saw this time and time again.
This concludes our presentation. Thank you for watching.